Very good. Thank you, and thank you for holding this hearing. I think I'm going to start Dr. Chen about Amtrak here. Minnesota, you just added a route. Amtrak added a route between Chicago and Minnesota as part of the Empire Building. I would like to note that it's had ridership that no one expected. It's been very high, so we now have two routes. I think people like that. And so we want to just mention how important this is. And as you know, the Empire Builder route is one of Amtrak's largest rail lines, provides a vital link, contributes greatly to the economy. Can you speak, Mr. Chen, about the economic importance of long distance routes? Because I know there's a lot of emphasis on the East Coast, get it, but how important that is for rural communities.
Thank you, Senator Klobuchar. The Empire Builder is an impressive route. Starts out in the west, actually, Senator Cantwell, and makes its way through the upper Midwest states. And all of Amtrak's long-distance routes are of critical importance to the economies of the states through which they run. We're talking about a few elements, Senator Klobuchar. First of all, is not just the well-paying good jobs that Amtrak itself creates, but also the economic vibrancy of the towns through which these routes run. It plays an important role in generating economic growth in those towns, but also, more importantly, provides for tourism and various elements that allow people to see parts of the country that they wouldn't be able to see otherwise. And so I think that that's why long distance is an important element of this. It is because it gives people that opportunity.
Yeah, and one pitch I want to make is that there's the DOT has prioritized this Northern Light Express route from Twin Cities to Duluth, and we're still working out some details on that, but we've been trying to get it done for quite a while. So I hope it's something that you can look at. Commissioner Bentzel, thank you for your work on the Ocean Shipping Reform Act, for implementing it. I understand that the Federal Maritime Commission has already received over twice as many new cases in the first 2 months of 2024 as in the entire year of 2020. Could you talk about how the Ocean Shipping Reform Act has empowered shippers to file complaints about unreasonable practices?
Well, thank you for the question, Senator. It's been a big change. The market is relatively restricted in that there's only a few carriers, 10 or 11, that are internationally providing services. So there's always been a little reticence of trying to engage in protecting yourself. I think the work that you did and your colleagues did on the committee.
Senator Thune, I would note, was the lead Republican on it. Yes.
Okay. Senator Thune and you and all of those that did that set up a simplified process for challenging these complaints. I think that was the singular most important thing that occurred to change the willingness to challenge what in certain cases can be allegations of unfair treatment and penalties that would be implemented as a result of that. We've also taken some steps in the agency. Our chairman directed an audit of all of the ocean carriers to review their practices. So we sort of have a carrot and stick approach to upgrading these invoices to make sure they're fair. But there were just an immense amount, I guess, I think in total $12 billion of assessments over the course of the pandemic, when you had congestion and it was difficult to pick up cargo and retrieve cargo and put your containers back. So I give a lot of the credit to this committee on what we've been able to achieve.
Thank you. Mr. Chapman, I have worked hard on a train derailment issue in Raymond, Minnesota with the rail company, with Burlington Northern, as well as with the NTSB. Appreciate that, and glad we passed the Railway Safety Act last May. And I think I'll ask you a question on the record about that, but in my remaining time, I wanted to ask you about close calls, runway incursions. There's been an alarming number of close calls on runways in recent years. Recent collision in January at the Tokyo airport, some close ones in the US. We need to ensure planes are equipped with, of course, existing technology that would alert pilots to the presence of other planes on the runway. Could you talk about how that technology would make planes safer and what else we should be doing to ward off what could be some accidents with disastrous consequences?
Absolutely, Senator, and thank you for the question. It's not a matter of just technology in the airplane, it's also technology at the airports to ensure that we're able to detect when an incursion is occurring or is about to occur, and then ensure that the people who most need to know that are alerted, and that includes controllers, but also those operating the aircraft, the crews on board the aircraft. We have technology that can do that. We need to ensure that that technology is in place, functioning. We have an outstanding safety record over particularly the last 15 years, but there are some serious red flags that all of us are aware of, all of us are taking very seriously. We need to pursue those and ensure that we address whatever is occurring out there that is resulting in this uptick in close calls.
Very good. Thank you, and thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Klobuchar. And we did give you and Senator Thune praise for your work in getting the Ocean Shipping Reform Act before the committee and everyone's hard work, and our colleague, Congressman Garamendi, for his work in the House.
And Rusty of South Dakota, Rusty
Yes.
Johnson. So, but it wouldn't have happened without you, Madam Chair. So thank you for your work.
Well, thanks to everybody. I think that is the way we solve these changing supply chain issues. So we're glad that Congress, in this particular point, paid attention to give our farmers, really, and some of our other shippers, really, the type of backup that they needed to deal with international carriers. So very excited about what the FMC has been able to achieve. But again, thank you for your leadership.
Thanks.
We will now, as we're waiting, well, I see, maybe Senator Capito, if you would like to go, that would be great. If not, I can give you a minute, so it's up to you.